Hello, I'm Kerry Mulligan and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly cheat sheet to all that's happening on the Great White Way, or as we like to think of it, the theatre site that is now covering space thanks to Christine Daae departing the Opera Populaire for the final frontier. What's the buzz, Paul?
Yippee-ki-yay! Bruce Willis is coming to Broadway. The Hollywood star of too many awesome films to name will make his debut in a stage adaptation of Stephen King's Misery, written by William Goldman, who also wrote the super scary 1990 film with Kathy Bates and James Caan. Stage fave Elizabeth Marvel will star as creepy Annie, the crazed fan of Paul Sheldon, the popular romance novelist played by Willis. Will Frears will direct the play, which is set to terrify theatergoers on Broadway sometime this fall.
Nominations for the Olivier Awards were announced this week, and 2 American imports came out on top for the coveted British honor. Memphis the Musical garnered 9 noms, with Beautiful, the Carole King musical, following closely behind with 8. Meanwhile, London export Wolf Hall, which begins Broadway performances on April 9th, received 5 nominations. Many celebs also earned nods, including Angela Lansbury, Gillian Anderson, Kristen Scott Thomas, Nicole Scherzinger, and James McAvoy. The awards take place on April 12th. Good luck to all the nominees.
Tony and Emmy winner Mary Louise Parker will return to the New York stage this summer in the new drama Heisenberg, which, before you ask, has nothing to do with Breaking Bad. Written by the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime playwright Simon Stevens, the drama follows 2 strangers who run into each other in a crowded London train station and share an unexpected kiss. Directed by Mark Brokaw and co-starring Kenneth Welsh, Heisenberg will play Manhattan Theatre Club's Studio at Stage 2 beginning this May.
Who says you can't teach an old transgender rock star new tricks? Hedwig and the Angry Inch co-creator and current headliner John Cameron Mitchell told Broadway.com exclusively that he was working on some brand new material for incoming star Darren Criss, who will don the wig beginning April 29th. Mitchell also said the production has plans to tour internationally and hinted that if his knees hold up, he might be interested in reprising his role. Is it too early to book tickets to Australia to see Hedwig Down Under? Yeah, probably.
Stage and screen stars Dan Stevens and Luke Evans are set to duet with Emma Watson's Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Broadway and Downton alum Stevens will play the Beast/Prince in the Bill Condon-helmed live-action film. Meanwhile, no one's got a swell cleft in his chin like Luke Evans. The West End vet will take on the villainous role of Gaston. Production will begin later this year, although no release date has been set. Hurry up, we can't wait to see this one.
Hi, I'm Ryan O'Neill, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
And I'm Allie McGraw, and you're still watching the Broadway.com show.
The new musical Finding Neverland tells how a widower and her kids inspired playwright J.M. Barrie to write Peter Pan. At a recent press event, I asked the team behind the show, how are they most like Peter, the boy who refuses to grow up? Their youthful answers are this week's Pop Poll.
I'm bad with money. I live in musical theatre land. Of course I haven't grown up.
I really don't accept no for an answer, even to Harvey Weinstein.
I love being around kids. I love playing with kids. I love starting games. I love whispering in the corner with kids and starting trouble.
I'm the worst in rehearsals. I can't stop laughing. I laugh at everything, even if it's like only a little funny. Like you'll find me in a corner somewhere giggling. I am the kid of rehearsals.
Being back on Broadway, I kind of became a man on the Broadway stage. This is where I kind of grew up. And now coming back to Broadway after 7 years, I feel like a child again.
As a creator, I don't ever grow up. Look, and I'm still in my plaid pants. And I think that's a good thing.
Well, I tell my kids that I'm 6, and I'm staying that way. And it's been working out okay.
This week, we're giving an enthusiastic thumbs up to Broadway vet Titus Burgess for his hilarious, fabulous, and scene-stealing performance on Netflix's new series, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Playing an aspiring Broadway hopeful who has auditioned and been rejected for The Lion King 20 times in the Tina Fey created series, Burgess is constantly breaking out in campy songs and being the reason to pause the show just so you can laugh your ass off. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a very, very, very weird and wonderful show, and Burgess is the exceptionally kooky standout.
Thumbs down to Oprah Winfrey. We've been waiting for her to make her Broadway debut for forever, and we've been led to believe she would do so opposite 6-time Tony winner Audra McDonald in Night Mother. However, now the iconic talk show host has decided against it because she'd like something with a happier ending. Oprah, please settle on a show soon. Have you thought about Mamma Mia? Or maybe it's only a play? Or just come here already.
With the exciting recent news that William Finn and James Lapine's Falsettos is coming back to Broadway next season, we teamed up with Culturalist.com to rank the best choices to play Trina in the beloved show about a family going through some monumental changes. My #1 pick to play the charmingly neurotic Trina is Stephanie J. Block. Here's your top 10. Jackie Burns, Anna Lee Ashford, Laura Osnes, Megan Hilty, Idina Menzel, Leslie Margarita, Sierra Boggess, Sutton Foster, Laura Benanti. And guess what? You agree with me and picked Stephanie J. Block as your #1 choice to play Trina. Who wouldn't want to hear her rendition of I'm Breaking Down? Tune in next week for a new challenge.
Our tweet of the week comes from perennial favorite Leslie Margarita, who has her own unique yet amusingly special way of celebrating an important and inspiring holiday. She tweeted, "Celebrating World Women's Day by playing one of the worst moms in literary history and cutting the lace back on my new fake hair. #BeYou." As far as we're concerned, Queen Leslie can reign over her mighty musical kingdom however she damn pleases. We're happy to just be her royal subjects. You can follow the Matilda star at Queen Leslie.
I'm Kelly Barrett, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
What's it like to be a fly on the wall at a Broadway show? Broadway.com photo editor Caitlin McNaney took us backstage at the hit musical Matilda this week to hang out with all of the revolting children and adults during the show. Check out this hot shot of Christopher Sieber getting makeup tips from Leslie Margarita, then see them live at the Schubert Theater.
Helen Mirren is wearing the crown of Queen Elizabeth II once again, and we wouldn't have it any other way. After winning an Oscar for the Queen, the unparalleled leading lady has returned to Broadway and the throne with her Brit hit The Audience, in which she wears lots of curly wigs, smart suits, and gorgeous gowns, and faces off with a flurry of prime ministers and even her younger self. The whole thing is a fascinating history lesson grounded by her must-see performance. Congratulations, Dame Helen, you're our star of the week.
In last week's SmackDown, we asked you to pick which musical adaptation of a TV show you're more excited to see on stage. Moonshine, the Hee Haw musical, or SpongeBob SquarePants. The results are in, and there must be some Cornfield County fans out there because Hee Haw came out on top with 55% of the vote. This week, we're still spinning with news that Bruce Willis will make his Broadway debut in Misery this fall. To celebrate, we're imagining 2 of his hit movies as Broadway musicals. So, which would you rather see, Die Hard or The Sixth Sense? Tweet your vote to @BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackDown and tune in next week to find out the winner.
That's it for this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. We'll leave you with an exclusive behind-the-scenes video of 12 of the Great White Way's newest pint-sized stars having a blast at their Broadway.com photo shoot at Chelsea Piers. See you guys next week.